This video is presented by EA Creator Network. Thank you very much for giving me a preview code. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some key new features coming to F1 22. Hi, I'm Gameaholik. Thanks everyone for tuning into this video. If you want to hit the like button, it will help my channel and my video immensely and I'm much appreciated. Don't have to subscribe, just click that thumbs up. So today we're going to be talking about the key features coming to F1 22. I spoke in depth a little bit on my other video. If you want to check the card above, then do so now, about the pit stop changes and also the broadcast changes. So I'm going to go a little bit further into detail about some of the other features that have come into play that we know about so far. The first one being F1 Live. This is a brand new multiplayer hub which works very similar to what I've heard is Test Drive Unlimited, and also it reminds myself as well of something that Forza Horizon 4 does, where you get the spin of the wheels and you end up getting extra things for your own personal character. So how it's going to work is there's going to be a hub with a little kind of like garage or kind of like lounge area, and you will collect items like clothing and also things like supercars and classic F1 cars. It'd be interesting to see how this is going to be implemented into the game. I know previous versions, I think it was 2019, you could literally buy a stack load of items and liveries and stuff for £1 each. And it'd be interesting to see if it's monetized or whether you can just earn it through the Podium Pass. Obviously there will be a store as well, so there's going to be items that ain't in the Podium Pass or unlockable. So again, it'll be interesting to see how this feature is going to work. So what do you think about this F1 Live? Is it going to be a new cool feature, or is it just a hindrance towards the main game? Does it really need to be in there? I actually am looking forward to it. It'd be nice, especially with the supercars, which is going to open up some certain events, like apparently I've heard drifting. They've also made key changes to how the weather works, especially the rain. It was a little bit hard to see in 21. It seems to have been toned down quite a lot, and you can see some of the spray, and they've just improved the rain in general, and you can actually see a lot better while driving. I imagine if it's absolutely stonking it down with rain, then yeah, obviously visibility should be poor. But when it's just normal rain, it was a little bit over the top, I think, in 21, but they did fix it halfway through. So they've made some improvements there. They've made, obviously, improvements to the general gameplay. There are a lot more AI, like, sort of mistakes and crashes than there was previous. I've only played a couple of Grand Prix. There's been lots of cars failing. There's been lots of crashes and lots of incidents that are outside of my remit. So not me personally hitting cars or anything like that, or causing collisions or a car crashing into me. This is just randomly happening, which is a lot more than what... It feels like it's a lot more interactive for sure than 21, so that sounds like an improvement to me. They've also had an overhaul on the qualification and practice, like little mini games or runs or tests that you do. They've improved and enhanced those. There's even one, I believe, now to improve your pit stop. So in the R&D, you're going to improve your pit stop and your pit crew, because as you can see with some of the immersions that they've changed, if you obviously want to get the faster times, you can now improve your pit crew, which I think is awesome. Obviously, if you don't want to put money into it, that's your problem. If you do put money into it, you could be one of the fastest to do pit stops, which can be game changers in a race. Obviously, the most obvious one is the new improved look of the cars, obviously matching the current era. Don't really need to go into too much detail with that. It's pretty obvious that was going to be a change. This year, unfortunately, there is not going to be a story mode. Last year brought in Breaking Point. They are not going to be doing one this year. They are concentrating on the main game. Whether they bring it back in future titles is undecided at this moment in time. I can't see why they wouldn't, but maybe it takes a while to develop, so they just want to do it maybe on a 3-year, 2-year cycle. Or it might not make it a return at all. That's one for the future to see, but it is not inside of F1 22. Crossplay is something that has been talked about many times in the past, and with a lot of the other EA titles of recent, things like Apex, which have gone completely full crossplay, they brought that in after the game was released, and I have reason to believe that there is also going to be crossplay here. It's not going to be at launch, it's going to be post-launch, so they will implement crossplay eventually into the game, so you'll be able to play what I presume would be across Xbox and PC, Xbox and PlayStation. I do believe this is only for multiplayer, or so I heard. They didn't really go into too much detail, so it's hard to find out what exactly that means. It just said wait and see, but they are planning on doing it, obviously pending development time. They've also changed the way that you start your My Team, which is a cool feature. So in the 2021 version, you just picked your engine, your co-driver, and also an early level sponsor. So just the first one for the car. In 22, you're going to have 3 different brackets. So you're going to have a beginner one, which is going to give you a colossal amount of money to train up and develop your car. There's going to be a middle tier, and then there's going to be a normal kind of amount that you would get if it was realistic. So basically, just think about it as easy, medium, and hard. I think the easy one is $100 million to develop your car each season. I'm not sure whether it's each season or whether it's just the beginning, then you manage your money afterwards, or whether it's just a starting price. But you'll know the starting on easy is going to be 100, I think. Obviously, these are all subject to change as it is still work in progress, and it doesn't come out until the 1st of July. So there are some of the key new features coming to F1 22. Are you excited for the game? I know myself, I am. I'm going to do a career, and I also will be doing a 21 career while we wait for the new game to come out. I haven't started it yet, but I plan to. I'm just working out how it needs to be recorded. So basically, like, how am I going to show it in the video? I don't want to bore people with just me racing all the time. So it might be a highlights package, something along those lines. And obviously, I'll talk through the key points of development as we go through the seasons. But I'm looking forward to doing it, and obviously I will continue that into F1 22 as well. We'll check out those new features as well with the My Team. But let me know in the comments if you're excited for this release. Are you going to be buying it, and what platform you're going to be getting on? So that's it for today's video. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share and all that good stuff. I really do appreciate everyone that watches. And yes, I will be back very soon with more F1 videos for you. Thanks everyone for watching, and take care.